Hi, everyone. It's about 5:30 on Thursday, the proverbial end of the week, since tomorrow's Good Friday. Happy holiday to anyone who celebrates it. And tonight's closing comment's going to look a little different because we've had some very big thunderstorms here, and I didn't get to see the close of the market last half hour or 35 minutes. But in looking at it, it doesn't look like anything exceptional. Looked like the end of the week. Let's jerk this market up as hard as we can. And they tried, and it sold off a little, but finished pretty strong on the day. This is the oil. And the reason that I'm showing you this particular chart tonight is because we've become kind of desensitized to the size of the moves that are occurring. This morning, bright and early, we had the headline news that Russia and the Saudis had agreed to cut production up to 20 million barrels a day. Um, that's kind of an interesting number, and it's interesting that they said up to, because between the two of them, they produce 25 million barrels a day. And I would find it incredibly surprising to have them cut back that kind of production. So we had a burst to the upside this morning. The high here was 28.36. And then, as the news came out during the day and early in the afternoon, there was a little bit more uh, information out. And of course, the oil just came back in and just collapsed. We closed about 22% off the high of the day, and the oil itself was down about 9% or so, rallied back up a little, but we were up 12.5% after that headline, and we closed way down here. What's interesting about this is that we've only had a 20% move in oil on an intraday basis 3 times in history. However, 2 of those 3 times were just this month. So I want to show you a little better view so you can get a little better idea. Because if I were looking at the oil chart before this break to the downside, I would have said, well, the fundamentals seem bad, but the bottom line is uh, they're going to have these. This looks like it's going to be higher, and it still may be. But this was the big, and when we went through $45, if you recall, we were $31 in a day, from day to high 46, low 28 in a day. We came back down as we actually like, and still may be, but looked like we were trying to make a bottom around the round number, $20. And we rallied up, but again, right in here, these 2 days, we only rallied back up to the point of the breakout, came down, and made this low at $17. Pardon me, $19 and change. Rallied back up into that same area at 28.5 or so, which is no surprise exactly where we were today. It was interesting because the bonds were up a little on the news, and the thing that had the biggest move today was gold. Or it wasn't the biggest percentage move, but it was pretty impressive. It closed at 1752.80, and that was up $68.50, which is not a new all-time high, but it is a new recovery high, and it really sets us up to be looking at the 1900. The U.S. dollar was down 0.666, which is a substantial move. In any event, I think that the oil has an issue with the amount of demand destruction that there's been. And certain that that's going to change the event. That's pretty much where we were today, and I will get to work on the daily note for tonight and the Sunday market strategies. Have a nice holiday tomorrow.